Hi, I'm Lady Jane Ndukwe, Director Student Mentorship and Parents Relations, Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu. I'm here to share with you the new culture adopted by our university, which is the culture of consideration. What is this culture of consideration? Why is it necessary? And how can it be applied? Now, before I go into all that, I just want to share our jingle. Right, here it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Turn it up.
Okay.
When last did you check up on your colleague, student, lecturer, friend, brother, sister, or parent?
How mindful are you of the things you say and do?
Do you think about the welfare of others?
How helpful are you?
The consideration culture is about being kind and thoughtful.
Let's be considerate. This message is brought to you by the Directorate of Student Mentorship and Parent Relations, Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu.
Cool.
Straight up.
So that was our jingle. So Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu champions a culture of consideration. Now, showing consideration is about being kind and thoughtful. The culture of consideration embraces the golden rule, which is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now, where is this golden rule taken from? It's taken from the greatest commandment in Scripture, and the golden rule is embedded in the commandment, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Now, this greatest commandment says, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Now that was taken from Matthew 22 verses 37 to 39. Now when you practice this commandment, you also practice the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So, what is the culture of consideration and how can it be applied? Number one, put yourself in someone's shoes. Now, what does this mean? It's only telling us to be empathetic. That is, think about the welfare of others. Think about how someone would feel if you do whatever thing that is in your heart to do. So, another thing that the culture of consideration tells us is to think before you speak. Now, before you speak, ask yourself, is what I'm saying true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? The culture of consideration is also about being kind and thoughtful. As you can see from this slide, you can see the child showing concern for the other child that is not happy or sad. How else can you be kind and thoughtful? You can think about this. It's also about not causing inconvenience to others, as you can see again from this slide. Not causing inconvenience. So which means if you're having a meeting, that would not be the nice time to make a phone call and disturb the meeting. In what other ways can we cause inconvenience to others? Think about this. Let's look at some practical examples of being considerate. It says, please be considerate and keep noise to a minimum. We can also see from this slide a man holding up the door for the lady to walk through. We can also see that a ramp has been placed to assist those that are physically challenged so that they can gain access to a place. It's also about going the extra mile. So, in summary, the culture of consideration entails putting yourself in other people's shoes. It's about being mindful of the things you say and how you say them. It's about being thoughtful in your choices and actions. It's about being careful not to cause inconvenience or hurt to others. So, now let's look at the benefits of this consideration culture. One, it teaches us to be responsible and accountable. It creates a conducive and happy environment for all to thrive. It promotes inclusivity and social intelligence. It builds good interpersonal relationships. It teaches us to be civil and courteous. And that's not all. It also fosters collaboration and teamwork, so everyone is carried along. It teaches us how to love. Remember the tenet that says, love one another. It increases productivity and growth. It boosts work ethics and reduces stress. It helps us to be kind. Let's look at an empirical evidence of the benefit of being kind. Being kind creates a happy atmosphere and increases productivity. Being kind to others reduces stress. Being kind makes you and I true leaders. Now let's recap. The culture of consideration entails putting yourself in other people's shoes, being mindful of the things you say, being kind and thoughtful. Do not inconvenience others. Be helpful. Be respectful. Be willing to apologize when you are wrong. And this is a special one coming from Godfrey Okoye University. It says, dress gently in line with the Go Uni dressing code. So, how do you intend to be more considerate in 2023 and onwards? Think about this. Write down your response and begin to apply this one day at a time. In concluding, the attribute of a refined person is consideration. When we become more considerate of the feelings of others, there will be peace, good neighborliness, and safety. Being considerate is our social responsibility. And I'll end with a little quote from me. And it says, when we become selfless in our service, we give in love. And love transforms all things. We have the power to touch lives, but let us strive to touch lives positively rather than negatively. So, be considerate. Remember, it enhances our social intelligence. And it is also our social responsibility to be considerate. So, this is where it ends. And I say a big thank you for listening to this broadcast message. Thank you. You can always reach us at Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu, our website, www.gouni.edu.ng. And we also have an email, studentparentrelations@gouni.edu.ng. So this has been Lady Jane Ndukwe, Director, Student Mentorship and Parents Relations, Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu. Thank you for listening.